Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 332, and welcome back to the next episode of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Today, we are continuing our Eden hard mode streak. We're on 21 wins right now, going for 22, but first I need to make sure that mods are off. That's the one downside of like switching between a modded run and a non-modded run, is that I end up having to switch on and off mods every single time, but it's really not that big a deal. I'm mostly lazy. Okay, so we definitely had Eden's Blessing last time. And it doesn't even matter because we have the D100, 2W1707WF. We start with Holy Grail Mom's Lipstick and the D100, and we have really good stats. Luckily, those stats should stick with us even as we reroll, which we will do constantly. We get Insectoid, which is, I lost the ability to fly, which is kind of dumb of me. We get Insectoid, which is egg tears, which means sometimes when we kill enemies, we get spiders and flies, I believe. So that is good. Lazy worm, I really do not enjoy this trinket. And then we got the quarter, which honestly, it's a free 25 cents. So that's pretty good no matter which way you stack it. Yeah, I don't even think it's when we kill an enemy. I think it's just some hits produce both spiders and or flies. That's awesome. This is a new item, so I haven't really gotten to see it that much, but I'm keeping an eye, by the way, on the video quality. I put out a mod showcase help. I put out, are we on an XL floor now? Curse of Darkness, I should have known by my inability to see. I put out a mod showcase last week of condolences, and when it went up, like I'm literally considering taking it off of YouTube because the quality is so god-awful. Like, it looks terrible. There are portions in the video where it just freezes for like 30 seconds. And like, I don't have a great PC. I think it's pretty well documented. I can't even stream. But I at least pride myself on having not good, pure garbage. Like, that's stuff that even if you just started YouTube, you shouldn't be putting out, in my humble opinion. And so I'm like considering taking it off YouTube, but I'm also watching this time to make sure it doesn't happen again in the future. If it does, then you will not be watching this right now, and no Isaac video will go up today, probably. Oh my god, it's so good. Let's reroll again. We keep the 25 cents, which is great. We get aura boost, and we got 5 free bombs, which is awesome. Unfortunately, our aura right now is speed, which is not a great aura for us, but if we can take a little bit of damage, then maybe we can get either tears or damage in the future. The D100 obviously is a very fun item. It's nice to play around with, but the problem is the more and more of these at least decent, or I would call some of these items good, the more and more of these we reroll through, the more likely we make it that we're going to end up with a garbage overall run later in the game. And so what I might do is, like, now that we've got a good run for now, I might hold off on it, get us through so good. Get us through a couple floors with this current setup that I enjoy quite a bit, and then when we have a lot of items, maybe we will re-roll again and try to go for something nuts. But for now, we really just want to accumulate as many items as possible. But yeah, so I apologize for that video looking like utter trash. This is awesome because we can... No, we do not want speed. We can get the exact stat boost that we want. Got speed again. And wait until we get range. Not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for either damage or tears. Either one. I should not have left the room. And of course, now we get tears. We can get it back. We can get it back. This guy was just about to pay out, and now I screwed myself. Back to speed. That's okay. Okay. I have screwed myself, but we end up with damage now, so we're at 9 damage. So let's go ahead and rock out with our something. Let's go ahead and rock out with this 9 damage for at least the rest of the floor, probably. I will come back and we'll try to get an item payout from him. Maybe small rock from this. Were those bombs really tiny? Did those items? Did that bomb look extremely small to anybody else? Am I crazy to say that that was one of the smallest bombs I've ever seen? And I've seen some small bombs, if you know what I'm saying. I've played Zelda. Why is that so tiny? Does it just have a new sprite, perhaps? And they just wanted to make it smaller for some reason? Not that size matters. I mean, as long as you know the explosion is the same, then size does not matter. is literally what I've been told before. It looks like it's lagging a bit. I mean, we'll go ahead and take this. Like I said, Strange Attractor sucks, but we're really just looking for, like I said, as many items as we can, and then I'll re-roll everything later on a bit. This is bad. This is scary. This is scary. Like, it looks like it's recording terribly. I mean, again, I'll determine in post whether or not it's decent enough to put online. And if it's not, if it does not up to my high standards of quality and excellence that I maintain here at PlaycrastiNation, then it's not gonna go up, and you won't see it. But I'm trying to debate now, what's better, no video or a video with bad graphics? I should not have picked that up. We're probably not gonna play the Demon Judgment anymore because of it. Let's go ahead and fight our boss here. It's gonna be Monstro. Should be quite easy for us. What is better, a no video or a video of poor quality? It depends how poor the quality, I suppose. And from a revenue standpoint, it really, as long as the video goes up, I'm gonna make my 3 cents off of it. So that's what I'm looking for. Magic 8 Ball. We get Stars card, which we can use in the future. And I'm gonna pick all 3 of these up because I don't care about my life. I mean, we'll do things in the future that allow us to get those back. But let's go ahead and head down to the next floor. And let me reiterate, do I need to say it a third time? We're just looking for as many items as we can get. We still have our damage bonus, which is good. We just need to make sure we don't take damage and we won't lose said damage bonus. Don't take damage, you won't lose damage. It's pretty simple. So don't be a bad trip. Range down. World card is good. Let's go ahead and Stars card to our item room. It's Guillotine. I don't think it's that good, but we're not going to have it forever. Ooh, I feel like it said my tier rate got better. I'm pretty sure it's from Guillotine, but I feel like we're shooting slower. It could be completely, I don't even know what you call that. It's not placebo effect. It's just, could be like my brain playing tricks on me, like an optical illusion or something, but I feel like I'm shooting much, much slower than before. I don't really care about shop. I mean, I should because we have money, and money equals power, and or money equals more items that we can then reroll into later. So I should go and with our 30 cents try to buy 2 passives, or at least 1 if we can make it happen. I'll take King Baby. I will take Pay to Play, which gives us some money back and is going to make it so that we don't really need keys for the rest of the run, except for maybe on Golden Chests, which are good because they allow us to get things like Guppy's Head, Cricket's Head. Could give me some head if you know what I'm saying. I need to stop. I just need to stop existing, please. Let's go ahead and take down the Husk here. This is a really quick run thus far. We're really powerful. I can't remember what our last randomized run was. It was not the train wreck, was it? I do not think it was the train wreck. We will take Roid Rage, and I'll probably just take it down to the next floor. I don't think last run was the train wreck run. I would absolutely remember if it was the train wreck run, because that was just god-awful. So I don't think it was that. I also don't really remember what King Baby does. I have lost my damage, which is not good. Let's see what stat boost our thing gives us this time. We get range, which is not good. I would like to take some damage. And luckily we have an arcade down here, which makes it pretty easy. Arcades stack really, really well with stat boost because it makes it easy to, there you go, get a 4 tier stat. Now we're only at 7 damage, which isn't fantastic, but a 4 tier stat is so good you can almost forgive it. I just looked, I have a pack of gum in my room, and for some reason I thought it was my phone lighting up with a text message. In no world are those even sort of similar looking. I almost took damage there, but luckily I think either Cuba Meat or Guillotine saved us. I'm playing fast and sloppy because I can, but also, let's talk about some other things other than this run for a little bit. I'm excited. Yep. I'm excited to announce that we have a new series coming to the channel, if this comes out tomorrow, starting next Monday. If I can get it edited in time. 10 bombs. Doesn't matter. It's a reroll target. We have a new series coming to the channel this next Monday. And if I may be so bold, we may have a second new series coming to the channel next Tuesday. Now, I still need to figure out exactly how that's going to work out, because I don't know that I want to just get rid of Isaac. In an ideal world, I could get Twitch working and I would stream Isaac. because I know a lot of people don't like watching the videos anymore, but it's just it would be such a great streaming game, I feel like, that I would like to make it work. Present is just a free item, so let's go ahead and blow up our donation machine and get present. I would like to just go ahead and say thank you for BFF. I should have done it outside of this room because it gives you one item from the current pool of items of the room that you are in, and I don't really care for shop items that much, so I definitely should have done it outside. We could have gotten something much better. If you're playing along and you got the seed, then you can go check and see what you could have gotten instead of what I did. But yeah, new series starting, assuming it doesn't get... I mean, it's not going to give it away. There's a lot of Nintendo games out there. Assuming Nintendo does not copyright it. It is a Nintendo game that is not Pokemon. This Friday actually is going to be the finale. This Friday, we'll take the damage bonus. This Friday is going to be the finale of our Pokemon Platinum Martalock, which I am excited about. It has been an awesome series, but it is definitely time for something else to come onto the channel. We are at Flooded Caves 2 before 10 minutes. That's great. It's definitely probably time for something else to come to the channel. We're gonna finish on episode 39 of that, and 39 episodes of anything is just a lot for one small boy to play. And so it's gonna be nice to start something else. In fact, I may be starting two something else's because honest reason is there's two games I really wanted to play, and I honestly couldn't decide between the two of them. So rather than having to choose between, I said, why not just take both of them? And so we're going to be playing through two different games at the same time, which I said I wasn't going to do. I know. You don't have to quote me, man. I remember. I recall. I remember saying that. But, times change. People change. I changed. Pocket change. All sorts of change. Hope and change. There's so many different changes out there. Change. I decided I want to play through the two of them, and I think they should work well together. They are two games I don't want to give away anymore. Just be ready for next week. And for those of you who don't watch Isaac, you're not going to know, so I'll probably make an announcement on Twitter of some sort saying that we have one and or two. It's really going to depend how much of it... We got the damage back, sweet. It's going to depend how much I can get recorded because I leave next Thursday at like 2 in the morning for Panama City Beach Florida. I'm going to be leaving, going on a vacation with some friends, and I'm going to be gone, so obviously can't upload and or record when I'm gone, so it's going to depend how much I can get recorded over this week and before I leave and edited and uploaded. So I'll be gone until the following Monday, so I need to get a lot done and a lot pre-recorded. So we'll see how well it goes. Unfortunately, I'll have to pre-record all of those episodes, and I won't be able to see how people are actually enjoying the series until much too late. Once the series is already in full-fledged territory, and people will not be able to tell me until further. Whatever I'm trying to say, but I think they should be fun nonetheless. One of them I played a decent amount when I was I'm not gonna even say a kid, let's say a youngling, 10-ish. One of them I played a lot around that age, and the other one I had around that age, but I never completed. Nor do I even really remember playing through it more than playing it at all a couple times, even though I owned it, even though I don't know why I wouldn't, because I think the game is supposed to be awesome. So that I'm excited for. It's going to be, I need to get better. I mean, as you can see, I rely heavily on both Pokemon and Isaac because the commentary is very simple. Pokemon and Isaac are games I pretty well know like the back of my hand, and so the commentary, there's not a lot of creativity Isaac a bit more when we have a run like this where there's not much to talk about. We're really just waiting until we can make this run crazy. Does that make me crazy? But a game like Pokemon is also very similar to where we kind of just, it's a Nuzlocke. So when you get to the next route, you're going to do some commentary about your encounter. You're going to pretend excited no matter what it is. If it's something garbage, you're going to pretend you're upset about it. And then you say, oh, the type coverage, we need a grass type for the team, and that's great versatility, and his moveset, I think I'm going to choose this. And so the commentary really just comes second nature to a degree, which I like about it because it makes it easier. But one of the big struggles I had when we did our Borderlands series, which is ergo, is why there is no more Borderlands series, is that it was really hard for me to come up with commentary on a game I had never played before, because partially I was invested in the story because I didn't know the story, so I wanted to see everything happening. And B, like, when you've played games before, you kind of know when certain things are going to happen, so you can kind of get little bits ready, you can kind of get jokes ready. There's a lot more on the fly when it's happening for the very first time in your eyes, a lot more improv involved, and evidently I'm not that good at that, so I'm hoping playing through this new game that I don't have that much experience with will give me a little bit of an edge. Really, I was right in front of the item room and didn't go in. I'm hoping that playing this game that I'm a bit unfamiliar with will give me a bit more skill in that department. Something is wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Something's got to give. But, yeah, it should be good. Let's go ahead and fight our boss. Here we get Brownie. Brownie. I'm so brownie. I have no body to call my own. There's like a lot happening on the screen, and I can't really do much about it. Luckily, we didn't take any damage. We kept our damage bonus. Guaranteed deal with the devil. Take that spawn. Come in here, and of course, it's Krampus, which sucks. We have a lot of bombs, so we may as well start using them a bit more offensively. There goes a damage bonus. Okay. So now we're getting to a point where I'm scared of survival, and we may need to start rerolling just to stay alive. We should go to the shop to see if we can buy a spirit heart. I don't know if I've just been missing the spirit hearts, or if they are the tinted rocks, or if they've just not been existing. Odds are, as you can see here, I've probably just missed them because I'm playing so fast. There we go. That makes me feel a lot better about life. This makes me feel even better about life. Let's head down to the next floor and see if we can't get ourselves a deal with the boss rush. A teleportation card so that we can steal an item from boss rush and get out. But yeah, I need to get better at commentary with games other than I need to get out of my comfort zone, basically. And so hopefully this will do that. The second game I have played before, so but it's also a very different game than I would... Well, it's not... I don't want to say anything about it because I'm going to give it away if I keep talking. But, I mean, I already have friends who already know the games that I'm going to be playing, so just, like, shut your mouth. I don't think they watch Isaac anyway, so luckily they shouldn't spoil it. But just in case, shut your mouth. I'm going to cut your fingers off if you start typing on that keyboard, Mason. And or Dan. And or Dustin. I don't know if any of you... Dustin! Sometimes you listen to my videos when you sleep because it gives me free ad revenue, but you don't actually have to watch my garbage commentary. So, Dustin... Wake up, Dustin. Think he's awake? He could be. I don't really know. Oh! My game froze and I thought that everything ended. We do get a teleportation card, which is awesome, and we picked our damage back up. Tinted rocks. Tinted rocks. Tinted rocks. Don't see any. We can go steal an item from boss rush. Remember, great. Remember that the Yara rune is back there because we would like to come back for it. Okay, this also makes me feel pretty good about life because we should get at least one spirit heart from this room. I'll take one. Was hoping for more, but can't complain. One is better than none, unless you're talking about STDs. Okay. But why would I ever be talking about that? That's a great question, Tony. I'm recording, thank God. But... yeah, 2 new series. So there you go. There's your little bit of channel news. I got my haircut for it. Pretty much I time my new series coming out by when I get haircuts because it means I can use the webcam and not look like a homeless person. The only problem with doing that is that it's a vicious cycle, except this time it happened in reverse. Every time I get my haircut, I get the sides trimmed really short. So then it makes no sense to have this giant gangly beard on the side, so then I have to trim the sides of the beard down. Then when I start trimming the sides of the beard down, I get to the bottom, and the bottom's too long. Then I start trimming that down, but then they're off, and it doesn't blend well, and then I gotta make the sides shorter. And eventually, you know, fast forward 15 minutes, and then I look like a child again, because I goofed and I just lost everything. What do we have in here? Nope. What was our bonus we got? We got speed, unfortunately. So if we have an arcade, which I don't see, I will... Okay, great. Keep using the keys. I'll go ahead and go in the curse room because it'll let us, open 3 of these chests, none of which contain gup items, but it'll also let us take some damage and get an increased tier stat down to 4. I didn't know it was going to be the tier stat, but I just meant it was going to shift our aura stat boost. But, yes... I actually value damage way more than tiers in this certain case, mostly because we have Walnut, it's hard to crack. Sure, we'll take that. Mostly because we have Strange Attractor, which means the more tears we're putting out, the more enemies we're pulling in our direction, which I actually don't want. Let's go ahead and fight Mom. Throwing our guillotine head into her foot should make things pretty simple. Quick work of her. There you go. It's all done. We'll take our Polaroid. We will come into Boss Rush, and we will say, really, oh, this 2-1 is so good. I was going to say it really doesn't matter what we take. I mean, honestly, we probably should have just fought that room because Lusty Blood would have made us stronger. Would have gotten another item for free at the end of it, but too little too late. We should still go back for the Yara rune. Well, I'm not going to be that lazy that I don't go and do that if I can remember where I left it. Where did I leave it? Top left, I think. But yeah, so then I end up with, you know, a little baby beard because I end up shaving the entire thing off to match my hair. And this time it happened in the reverse direction. I was going to grow my beard out. I really wanted to, but unfortunately over time you just realize that I just don't have the kind of beard that can have length on it. It gets, you know, some people have those great genetics that they're born with this lovely beard that grows in. The hair is straight as a horny boy's something. And it's perfect. The hair goes in so straight, it's like a freaking hairbrush. Comes straight out. Looks amazing. Like old people. And then you get other people that can't grow beards, and it looks all patchy and stuff like that. Luckily, I'm not at that end of the spectrum either. I'm somewhere in the middle where I can grow a beard, it can grow length, but the unfortunate thing about it is that it grows looking like pubic hair, which obviously doesn't look that good. It just looks really greasy and homelessy. And so I really don't like that either, you know, if I had to choose, you know. So unfortunately, as much as I keep telling myself, I'm like, this time when I grow it out, like coding overload, consider turning down video settings or use a faster, don't install my computer like that. It's definitely over encoding. What can I do to fix that? What can I do to fix that? The filter's off, which used to give issues. I may just have to start recording Isaac at a lower FPS, which is sad. It's literally a Flash game, and my computer can't handle that. So I have no idea how my computer... I haven't actually tested recording the other 2 series yet, so I have no idea if my computer's even going to be able to handle them. So remember what I said about new series? Yeah, we'll see if I can actually even record them. Because right now, I can't even... Now, it really only gets really bad once I get down to the womb like this. And I think part of the issue might have been the Condolences mod. If you didn't watch, it lets you, like, make bosses your friend and they follow you around. We had, like, literally Mom's Heart following us around, and I'm sure that wasn't good on the game's processor. I'm sure it was just, like, overloaded. So hopefully that was the issue, and now we're going to have no issues, but I'm not really that convinced. 67% chance of a deal with the devil on this floor. We'll see if we can make it happen. I would like it to. We should also probably... I don't know what I took damage from there, but I can't say I'm a big fan. We should probably, once we finish... Come on, stick your tail up. Stick your tail up. Stick that tail up. Nice. We should probably start using D-Infinity because I said I was going to at some point. But I want to see if we can get this deal with the devil first and foremost. We don't. Let's go ahead and use it here. What do we end up with? We have marked, we have a lot of damage, a decent tears stat, Eve's Mascara. I'm surprised our tears stat is this good considering we have Eve's Mascara. We have piercing shots, obviously, we have Sackhead, we have the Soul Relic, and we have a lot more HP, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I think at this point every 6 rooms will probably, or, nah, I wanna, oh, we lost the ability to fly, that kind of sucks. And marked, obviously, is garbage, so I probably would like to get rid of this one as soon as possible. We have Cricket's Body, too, which is unfortunate. That's a fun item. But it's pretty much as soon as we can get rid of this one, I probably will do so. We have Little Brimstone, so we can use that to deal damage if we want to. We still have King Baby for some reason. Apparently, royalty is too good to be rerolled. I don't know what country has a king that has also that accent, but if you can figure it out, be my toaster. But yeah, this time what happened was my beard looked like pubes again, so I wanted to trim it. Okay, great. And in doing so, I actually took the sideburns up a little too high and cut off way too much hair at the top of my head. And then I had to go get a haircut on a Monday night, which is, haircuts are weekend ordeals for me when I have a lot of free time. I did not expect to be doing it today. I also didn't expect to cut off most of my hair when trimming my beard. So this time I goofed because I cut the beard too short, Beelzebub. So we still have marked. And now we have almost no damage. So this is a lot worse than that. So let's go ahead and reroll once again. 7 damage. We lost... what do you call it? We lost... pretty much everything good. We have the ability to fly. We lost marked, thankfully. We got 9 lives, which is good. Are we guppy yet? I think we may be guppy. I don't see a tail, actually, so I think we're actually not guppy, and I see very few flies coming. We're a lot weaker than we were before, which is not good. I'm going to go ahead and reroll now. We get spun, which is good. We're up to 10 damage. We have anti-grav tears all of a sudden. We also appear to have Deadeye, I think, is why we have some of these tiers that are glowing. We get Cricket's Head, that'd be good. Our speed stat is horrendous. We also have a library in here, so let's go ahead and get Bookworm, because that's literally just free experience. Okay, that was not smart, but luckily we're getting, okay, this is definitely Bookworm. So we'll go ahead and do this. We'll do this. This is also a great room to use the D-Infinity on, because we're going to get a bunch of pedestals to reroll. I should use this, and I should also use the other one, but I'm not going to. So let's go ahead and take this. We will grab our battery charge right here, and we're going to go ahead and reroll all these pedestals. It's going to only turn them into more books, unfortunately. What is that googly eye thing that is down there? Oh, is that billiard tears? It's billiard tears. They put it in the game, but they made it eyeballs instead. I thought they were going to make it marbles. It's definitely... Oh! We have something. We've left our sword on the ground as well. We should... No, let's just go. I should probably come back. I'm going to come back and reroll those again because it's more and more items that we can get. And I think that's just good. We also have Kidney Stone, it seems. So, yeah, we definitely have Kidney Stone. Kidney Stone with these billiard tears seems awesome. And also we have Pencil, or he's a bleeder, whatever you want to call it. So we're getting a lot of nice, like, billiard tier interactions. I know it's not billiard tears anymore because it's, I don't know what it's called. It looks like literally severed eyeballs. Are they severed? I don't know if they're severed. It's you I sever. But they're doing cool bouncy things off of each other, and I dig it like a garden. I've never gardened. I don't know what you dig, but I imagine you dig some stuff. It seems awesome. Let's go ahead and go back to our library, which is a heck of far away. This last reroll should get us through all of the books, I think, and if it doesn't, there's another battery charge out there, so we can do it one more time. I just want to make sure we, you know, eventually we do need to stick with a run. I'm tempted to stick with this one just because the synergy is cool, but we really do want to make sure, like, or we do want to try to get the coolest run possible. Seems like not this. I mean, this could be powerful, but it seems like no, don't do this one if possible. Plus all the items in here suck, so I would really like to re-roll them. So let's go ahead and I mean, I don't even see value in picking up 99 bombs because we already have 70. Although it really doesn't make a difference whether it re-rolls into a pedestal. In fact, we should pick up the passives, because if we pick up the passives with the D100, they're guaranteed to re-roll into more passives, whereas this could re-roll them into active items, which we don't want. You like that line of reasoning? I'm kind of a fan of that line of reasoning, so we're going to pick up all of the passive items in there. This run seems crazy. Like, there's, like, it's obviously a lot of colors, which is always good. What do we have here? I mean, Jacob's Ladder obviously is great. My Reflection is great. It looks like we got Fruitcake of some sort just because we got weird tier interactions going. We also have Tractor Beam, which is causing it to be weird as well. Let's take Wibbly Wub because I think it's going to be fun. This may be where we stick. I just don't want to breakfast myself, and our stats look really good here. So I may use this at least to get through the next floor. And then after we get through that floor, maybe on the, you know, on the chest, we'll start getting a little more insane crazy with it. But for now, I think we should probably just take what we got here. I mean, this looks... I think we still have marble tears. Do you hear that? Do you hear the clickety-clackety moo? We definitely still have marble tiers. Let's take Guppy's Paw. We are Guppy now. We're going to go down to just, we should take Guppy's Paw with us. I think we're going to stick with this one. Just because it's awesome. I will go ahead and fight Hush because I think we're going to be really powerful. Man, that armpit is fresh. If these are clicking off each other like it sounds like they are, I think we might be crazy powerful, which is awesome. Guppy's Paw is just to make sure if we start losing lives, or we could do this also. You get an all stats upgrade, and then you can also get back to Polaroid Invincibility, which is good. Goat Head, too little too late. Unfortunately, we'll pick it up. I don't even value going in the shop. We got Bumbo, which means this is the ultimate run, and we should be happy that we took it. Let's see what kind of damage we're doing to this guy here. I mean, at this stage, it seems like we're doing pretty good damage. Of course, regular Hush is going to have boss armor, so it's going to seem like we're maybe not doing that much. Ouch, that much damage. I'm digging the I mean, it seems still pretty good, and I'm digging the Jacob's Ladder synergy we have going on here. I'm going to be honest, I don't really know what we have going on at all, but when I see this DNA strand that's in front of me just going kind of ballistic and then releasing all of its pent-up frustration like that, I can't not like it. Like, it seems great. Also, we're getting just barrages of flies coming out and taking down Hush, which I also think is awesome. Do we have shielded tiers? No, we do not. Yeah, this seems good. So I think I'm happy that I stuck with this one. It's a cool little interaction here, and it's pretty powerful, and it's definitely going to lead to us getting the win on this one, which at the end of the day is all that really matters. 30 minutes. With how fast we started this run, I definitely thought we'd be done by now. Definitely slowed down a bit once we started re-rolling because we got some, a little bit weak runs, I guess. And we can even, like, just kind of stop getting damage upgrades as the run continued. I'm also taking a lot of damage now, which is not smart. This guy really just doesn't know what to do. Every time he comes up, he just gets like a firework. Ooh, baby, Katy Perry. He's basically just like a barrage of fireworks, taking him down, which I can only be happy with. I can't outrun these. Okay, just kidding, I can outrun these, but then I run into his tiers like a dingus. Okay, so we took a lot of damage. Do we do Void? I lost my Air Rune somewhere along the way. I'm not gonna do Void. I'm trying to think, Void could vary, but we also have the Mind, which is gonna make this end a little bit quicker. The Void could definitely end quicker than doing Cathedral and Chest, but actually probably not now that I see that we have the Mind. With the Mind, I think this is definitely the faster option. Now, if I could stop Bob's rotten braining myself, Bob's rotten brain, is that it? Bob's brain. If I could stop Bob's braining myself, that would also be pretty beneficial. And then obviously, any of these tiers that we can pick up are also good. But we are completely obliterating everything in our paths. And because we're Guppy, we're also going to be doing a lot of damage to like everything here too. Encoding Overload, how about you suckle on these? Have you considered that? I can put it in writing for you if it makes it easier. Let's go ahead and head down to the chest, open up our 4 chests, and see what we want to do here. Maybe I got to go back to using OBS Studio instead of OBS maybe go back to using OBS instead of OBS Studio, I should say, because OBS Studio is supposed to be the better one, and it can't get the job done. Recently, at least. It could also, I don't know why I went this way, it could also just be that my PC is garbage and can't handle recording videos anymore, in which case, it's probably dead on my YouTube channel because I don't have enough money. I'm trying to save up to move out of my parents' house. I don't have enough money to buy another $1,500 PC. I guess I could just buy new parts one at a time and hope that it's just one part I have on my PC that's jacked up, and then once I find said jacked up part, it'll be all fixed and stuff. You know what, let's do a little test here. I just want to see. I'm going to pull up my task manager. I just want to see over here. I'm looking, once we start playing, I'm going to start looking at my CPU levels. We're at 50, we're at 55, we're at 54. Isaac itself is taking 30% of my CPU. I feel like a game that's not that graphically intensive shouldn't be taking 30%. OBS is only taking 7. Is it literally just Isaac? It's taking 30, 32. And when it does high encoding, I'm pretty sure that means it's taking like over 50%. I don't know when it does that. I guess when too much is happening on the screen at the same time. I'm still looking at it. I mean, of course, it's like when like you're trying to show someone that something does something, And then the second you like try to do it, it stops doing it. So now that I've pulled out the thing that actually lets me empirically look at it, of course now it's not going to say, ooh, encoding overload, if there's none of that anymore. Because I'm watching it. A watched pot never hoils. That's it. Go ahead and jump in the chest. Finished. Oh, high encoding overload. It did it again. We're only at 30%. I mean, I'm at 50% CPU usage. But what else is taking up CPU? Something in there, boys. Something inside me that pulls. Systems taking over 10%. 11%. Isaac is now only taking 4%. Oh, because I'm clicked off of it. I don't know what system is, but I think that means like what your computer needs to run. Hey, if you guys are... Any reason we got a black screen here? Oh, Isaac has stopped working, huh? I mean, that's great. It's pretty... That's... Yep. All right. All right. Great. Awesome. Let's go ahead and boot that back up. Not that it really makes a difference. I just want to make sure it counted my win. Not that it's, I mean, it's a win in our hearts. So even if it didn't count it, you know what? I'm like running it. I can't run Isaac anymore. It's froze again. What's wrong with Isaac? That's not only the name of the great American novel I'm writing. There's something wrong with my Isaac game. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm going to go edit this and see if it also is as laggy as the last one. And if it is, I mean, I'll probably still put it up anyway, but this might be the end of Isaac, guys, which is good, honestly, because I'm putting out new videos next week. A new series is so I'm going to go ahead and record my next series as well and see if that gives me as much issue as this. But thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. You guys like this black screen? If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation. If you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on, guys, because I'll have them. With that, thank you guys for watching this episode, and I will see you all next time.